welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 and the last part of my weight loss surgery series. I just wanted to add before we start that I will still post surgery related content after this, but this series I just wanted to dedicate specifically to my surgery so I can take you step by step and explain everything in details, how everything looked like from the pre-op till the post-op. I wanted to add as well that I am super happy and grateful that you find these videos informative and helpful, as I received already some of your emails and messages on Instagram, on Facebook, with some questions, from some advice, and it honestly means so much to me, all your love, all your support, and as well the fact that I can help you and I can give you some information how everything looked like from my side, so that actually motivates you some way. So without further ado, let's get started. After surgery and during the recovery, it is extremely important thing to listen to your body. Take it easy. You might experience a lot of physical and emotional struggles, things that you could eat or drink before, things are not available for you right now, and it is okay. You need to remember that it's only temporary, it will pass. Although you do need to remember that all the struggles, all the hard work that you put into it is not worth wasting, so you need to be very cautious of what you eat. It doesn't mean that you can't treat yourself, but you have to do it smart. Anyway, it is super important as well to stay closely in touch with your healthcare team. If you will notice any sign of complications, you need to let them know immediately. So again, it's all about listening to your body. Anyone who's considering weight loss surgery, gastric mass specifically, as I'm talking from my own personal experience, you do need to remember that you will achieve success if you, your health, your band, and your motivation all work together. Side note, I did receive as well after my surgery from my clinic an access to this private community group that, you know, I could share all my thoughts, I could ask for advice. It's kind of like a support group, and it's actually very, very helpful, because I didn't know anyone who went through weight loss surgery before. So for me to talk to my friends, to my family about it, it wasn't the same. It was so nice to have someone that I could actually talk at any time that went through the same thing, because we understood each other. So that was super, super helpful. So first 2 weeks after my surgery, it was very interesting time, let me tell you that. It was almost like learning how to walk, but instead of walking, you learn how to eat, well, drink. In my first 2 weeks, I would drink a tiny bit of water, coffee, tea every 15-20 minutes. And 1 cup of coffee will take me literally 3 hours to finish. No joke. Remember guys, that your little tiny stomach won't be able to fit much liquid. So be prepared for that. I will try to drink as well soups, and it's super important to try to drink soups, only the broth liquid type, just because you need to insert some calories to compensate all the food you can't eat. And please bear that in mind, that during that 5 weeks, you will lose a lot of weight. I remember that during this 5 weeks post-op, I lost around 2 stones, and that was an extremely big weight loss in such a short time, but it's totally understandable. Because of all those restrictions, because you don't eat, you only drink, you will lose a lot of weight. So let's talk quick about the worst part of post-op period. Liquid diet. Honestly, for me, it was the worst part out of all of this. If you are going through your post-op period and you have no complaints about the liquid diet, I don't know how you're doing this, but you're amazing. Honestly, you're a hero. As I told you guys before, that after your surgery, you will probably feel like you don't want to eat anyway. And it will be due to the fact that you will still be in the process of healing. So you will feel some discomfort, maybe even some pain, trapped winds, etc., etc. For me, the main reason why I didn't want to eat was fear. And let me tell you what I mean by that. So the biggest fear was to damage my band while drinking. Is completely not true. Nothing will happen to your band. You need to drink after your surgery. And I remember basically that every time when I swallowed, I thought that this liquid, while it was going down, it will push my band down as well. It's totally BS. Nothing like that will happen. I remember because of that, I was scared to drink for the first few days. And you need to drink after your surgery. It will speed up your recovery. You will feel stronger. You will feel better. And obviously you need to feel what works for you. Everyone is different. If you will experience that you have a problem to keep the fluid down, you need to see if maybe you should cut back on how much you're drinking. And if you will experience any discomfort, any pain, obviously you need to call your doctor because that might indicate that your band is too tight. 2 little tips actually that I have for you. First one would be avoid drinking through the straw. When we drink through the straw, we might take too much air with the liquid, and that will basically cause big discomfort in your belly. And the second thing, try to avoid fizzy drinks, at least in the first 2-3 weeks. Fizzy drinks will basically cause trapped winds, and that will cause pain. Luckily, I don't like fizzy drinks, I don't drink fizzy drinks, and I never had a problem with trapped winds, thank God. But I heard from people that did, and honestly guys, it's no fun. In my part 1, I mentioned how important for us is textured food. And honestly, I didn't realize how big influence on our teeth and gum has chewing. In my first 4 weeks, I wasn't able to eat anything, and that really affected my teeth and gums to the point when I felt constant pain. Honestly, lack of chewing can really affect and hurt our gums. And when we stop chewing on hard food, there will be no natural teeth cleansing effect, which might lead to inflammation or even infection. Luckily, I didn't experience anything like that. However, I just experienced very big gum pain. Another thing that you need to remember is that every time when you drink something very sugary, you need to rinse your mouth with water afterwards, because every sugar that stays on your teeth might cause teeth pain as well. And because your gums will be already weak due to the fact that you don't chew, you don't want to put another pain on top of all your recovery. So in my first few days, I walked as much as I comfortably could. I gave myself a target and I started from 4,000 steps a day, and I will just increase it day by day. I had my surgery during summertime, so the weather was amazing. I would go to the park, I would walk around, there will always be a bench on the side for me to sit down. It honestly helped me with my recovery, helped me with my mood. It helped me to regain my strength and as well prevent me from any blood clots. So walking after surgery will bring you just benefits, and you will be encouraged straight away to do it as fast as you feel comfortably enough to do it. With any physical activities, you need to be very, very careful. Take it day by day and slowly introduce some physical activities, I would say after 5-6 weeks, but don't overdo. Please be careful when you do it and stay safe. In week 3 and 4, it was a time for a mushy stage. Tissues around my stomach were still healing, so it was very important not to stretch the area above the band. Even though I switched from liquid to mushy diet, I still had to restrict and control myself as much as I could. My size portions at that time was 3 to 6 spoons per meal. And funny fact, my band at that time could hold only 2 tablespoons at the time. So it means when I had a meal that contains 6 tablespoons, it took me around 15 to 20 minutes to actually finish it. It sounds absolutely crazy, and it was such an interesting time because it felt like I was learning how to eat all over again. I received from my clinic as well a little tool that helped me to control my portion size and the time that I was intaking. It was a little timer. Literally that's it. That's little timer. Together with this timer, there was a little rule that came with it, which was 20-20-20, which means that the size of the portions that I will intake had to be a size of 20p. Then I will have to chew it for 20 seconds, and before I take another bite, I had to wait 20 seconds. So I know it sounds crazy. It was very, very interesting to work with it. But it actually really helped me. If you're going to show your effort from the very beginning, you will really succeed on your weight loss journey, and you will help your recovery, and you will be able to jump into the final stage, which was week number 5, and introduce solids. And as much as you're going to control yourself with this, it's just going to be easier for you later on. So final step in the recovery was week number 5, when I introduced solid food. It was very stressful and very exciting period. As I told you, I basically had to learn how to eat again. And for example, I would eat something and I would see how I felt. I would see, you have to listen to your body. So I will see how I reacted to those foods. And if I felt that something is not right, I will try week after. And that was basically my trick. From mistakes, you learn from them, you move forward. And it's very important to take it easy, step by step, day after day. Don't rush into anything. Oh my God, I can't eat normal food. Let me jump in some rice. step by step, guys. Listen to your body. And please remember as well that any fatty and sugary drinks will slip through the band very, very easily, which means that you won't feel full as fast and you will be tempted to consume more. So bear that in mind as well. Overall, when I think about my recovery, it was very smooth, very easy. I didn't have any complaints. Honestly, everything, I didn't feel any pain. I didn't have any trapped winds. All the side effects that they obviously informed you before your surgery, I didn't experience any of that, and I am so grateful. I am so grateful as well for my husband, who took care of me, and he was next to me through all this process. He was literally my private nurse, and I know that he was enjoying it, being a little doctor around me. He would literally brush my hair, he will wash my hair, he will help me to wear my stockings, he will get me my Clexane shots every morning. He was huge support to me, and having him by my side made this whole recovery so easy. So that was my little post-op story. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And there were so many changes coming up my way that I didn't even realize, and you need to be ready for it. Remember that you are starting this new, amazing, exciting journey. And even though you had some bumps on the way during your recovery, don't let it to discourage you. Remember that this is life-changing journey. And if you were brave enough to make this step and have a surgery, you are ready for anything. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Consider to subscribe my channel, and if you have any thought, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay beautiful, stay strong, and stay safe. Bye.